Thanks, Goose. Now it's time to explore the wild, wild west of the future as we venture out into the wasteland.
What comes after the end? I don't know. Now, everything was gone. They helped the survivors defend their homes. And for that, they earned a new name. A proud name. The Desert Rangers.
Wasteland may have been the inspiration for the blockbuster Fallout series, but mainstream publishers just weren't interested in bringing it back. But luckily for In Exile Entertainment, fandom has a long half-life, and there were more than enough gamers out there willing to pre-fund its production.
You control a party of desert rangers, the lawmen and women who patrol the mutant-infested wilderness of post-nuclear America.
Investigating his death will be your first duty as a Desert Ranger.
Your rookie squad is dropped right in the deep end, investigating a murder and racing to protect besieged outposts from raiders and giant mutant rabbits.
It's a funny game at times. What I like most about this is, at its core, Wasteland 2 is way more hardcore than the last couple of Fallouts. In a callback to the original XCOM, you can only move and fire if you have enough action points to do so. Friendly fire can ruin your day, and some rangers are liable to lose their cool and go berserk.
Badly wounded rangers will bleed out, so having at least one medic on your team is vital. You really do want the right mix of skills across your party.
Strangely, I found this reminded me of FTL a little bit, just because there are those times where you lose your Top Gun pilot without warning.
Yeah, and just like FTL, you have a lot of needs to balance, and it just never feels like you have enough resources to go around.
Yeah, it's great how they use the game mechanics to build up tension like that. Not only do your firearms have a percentage chance to miss, they have a percentage chance to jam. Naturally, this always happens at the worst possible moment. Being forced to explore underground tunnels full of poison gas might seem cheap, but again, it cranks up the tension.
Okay, smash this thing! Let's go party!
You do feel like you're rewarded for investing in certain skills, like hard R's, which can get you out of sticky situations through the power of intimidation alone.
In the original Wasteland, there was a joke skill called toaster repair, which was completely pointless, but now it actually does something. Pass the skill check, and every toaster you find is a little treasure chest.
The spread of skills is a tad vexing though. I mean, there are several different types of treasure chests, each requiring either lockpicking or safe cracking or computer hacking or toaster repair. And if you don't have that skill, then no loot for you.
At least the complexity is managed well. The menus and hotkeys are well designed, and all the icons are easy to read.
They've paid a lot of attention to building up the atmosphere too. From the outset, the steady hum of radio chatter builds and compounds the tension.
Every time we end a life in this god-forsaken world, we end misery.
Just like in a lot of JRPGs, there is limited voice acting for key events, and text for the rest. It works well, and the quality of both the writing and the voice acting is superb.
By far the best voice in the game, though, is the goat. So authentic.
I like how some of these future peeps worship cats too. Very spiritual, such worship. Wow.
The Wasteland is a cruel and unforgiving place. You can die at any time without warning, but I just could not bring myself to do a permadeath Iron Man run, Hex.
Watch out for those rabbits. They've got big, nasty teeth.
Every time one of my rangers got killed or even poisoned, I felt compelled to reload from the last save.
Wasteland 2 was made in Unity, and the graphics aren't top of the line, but they are good enough, and the game will run on a lot of older systems too.
Plus, once you get immersed, you barely even notice. This is a game about storytelling and themes and combat mechanics. It's not a graphical show pony, but it doesn't try to be.
Most of all, Wasteland 2 is uncompromising. If you have fond memories of Wasteland or Fallout 1 and 2, then this game is made for you. I'm giving it 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's got that old school feel, but the presentation is right up to date. I'm giving it 8.